There are many reasons for the decline of native fish stocks in Hawaii. The introduction of non-native fish to our reefs is thought by many to be one of them. The emergence of the Roy Roundup movement, if anything, has brought attention to the future of Hawaii's reefs and nearshore waters.
The Roy Roundup movement has grown in leaps and bounds. All of the major islands have free divers participating in invasive fish removal events and getting together for holo-holo-style dive days.
A bunch of guys from Maui and Oahu, there's about a dozen of us. We came to Kona basically to just have some fun and shooting some fish. The Kona coastline is just massive. There's so much coastline and very sparse populated areas. So there's a lot of Roy up here. Maui has been kind of running out of Roy, so we wanted to come up and shoot a lot of fish, but we didn't want to take away from the people who live here and shoot regular reef fish. So shooting Roys is a good alternative. It helps the reef and you're not depleting the native fish population, which is important for some communities along the Kona coastline as subsistence fisheries. So you don't want to, deplete their fisheries. We got quite a few Roy this weekend.
Establishing a workable relationship with members of the scientific community has become a priority. These free divers dove to support Chad Wiggins of the Nature Conservancy and to also honor the memory of Michael Morris.
Well, we've had 2 days of help and support from Maui divers and Oahu divers. And Daryl has been hugely supportive of coming over here and finding the place where people need Roy removed and contributing his expertise to helping get them out of those areas. So they've been diving in Paneao here in Puako for 2 days. 181 fish have come out of about a 3/4 mile stretch of coral reef, so there's not very many out there. We went out today looking and you could tell the technicians were here because there's not a lot of Roy left to catch.
There are so many factors that draw free divers to the ocean. Weightlessness, a sense that you're flying, the stalk, and then the kill are just a couple. Being only in the moment is definitely another.
We're seeing not only that people are committed and want to keep showing up, but also that their skills are improving, they get excited. But beyond that, there's a really deep connection with this community and with this project, and that comes through Michael Morris, who was a friend to many of the divers who live in Puako, Waimea, Waikoloa, Kauai, and who was known by everyone as just a great guy to be around. He loved the water, he loved to dive, and his friends feel that by contributing to this project and helping to remove Roy, they're doing it not just for the reefs and for themselves, but for their friend who passed.
Given the fact that several free divers die every year, it seems irrational that this activity is becoming more popular. It is a fact, however, so diver safety is an issue this sport will have to address much more aggressively.
Yes, ocean safety does have a place in my heart because I lost my son, Michael Morris, at the age of 23 in January of '09, and unfortunately he suffered from shallow water blackout. He had been diving with a buddy and went down for a third dive and came up, I guess, I understand, almost to the top, but then didn't quite make it, and subsequently he was pulled from the bottom of the ocean, and I think that I really don't know what happened, but I just know that it's really important to always be diving with a buddy and to be mindful of how you're feeling and what's going on for you and just taking precautions. It feels like we lose way too many divers, free divers in particular.
If free divers practice safe diving techniques, this activity can be very safe. We recommend new divers or the parents of young divers consult safety classes before taking part in this sport.